Assalamualaikum 10th class. I hope you are fine. Today we will discuss our topic problem solving and design. There are three methods that is used to solve a problem and design it. First is the algorithms. An algorithm sets out the steps to complete a given task. This is usually shown as a flow chart or pseudocode. So basically an algorithm is a sequence of instructions that must be followed to solve a problem. These instructions must be clear enough that each step may be completed without much effort. This is the first step that is called as the algorithm. Second, now we will discuss the flow chart. Now flow chart is basically a flow chart shows diagrammatically the steps required for a task and the order that they are required to be performed. Flowcharts are an effective way to communicate with algorithms that shows how a system or subsystem works. So a flowchart is a diagram that describes sequences of an algorithms in the correct order. These diagrams show step-by-step way of solving a problem. Before you start developing the programming, you can use flowcharts to express your ideas about how to solve a problem with the computer. Now different shapes in the flow chart have different meanings. First the To describe the steps of an algorithms, you draw flow chart using these shapes, right? This is that is how a flow chart is used. Now we will discuss the code. It is a simple showing an algorithms using loops and programming terms, right? So we will use pseudocode is basically a simple method of showing an algorithms by in which we use loops and programming in it. Now we will discuss what is a library routine is. It is a set of programming instructions for a given task that is already available for use, right? It is pre-tested and usually performs a task that is frequently required. Now basically library routines are a set of programming instructions for a given task that is already available for use. Now with the help of an example we will see how a flow chart and a pseudocode write a program. Now there is a program that is input two numbers and check which is the largest one. So with the help of flow chart we will define that problem. First we will use the icon start, right? That will represent the starting or ending stage, right? That shape will represent a starting stage, right? Then we will give the input. We have to give the two numbers as input, number one and now that shape will represent the data input or output, right? Then we will use the condition over here, as we want to output the numbers as which is the largest number. So we will use the condition over here. That diamond shape will be used for the condition. So num1 is greater than num2. If the condition is true, then we will print the num1 is largest. Now that shape represents the data input or output, right? Now what will happen if the condition is true? If that condition is true, then we will print number 1 is largest, and if that condition is false, then it will print number 2 is largest, right? When that condition will be true, it will print number 1 is largest, and when that condition is false, it will print number 2 is largest, and then we will end over problem, right? So that is how the problem input two numbers and check which is largest will be explained with the help of a flow chart. Now we will see how that problem will be solved with the help of a pseudocode, right? In pseudocode we will first write input number 1, number 2. As we have seen, we have to input two numbers, right? Input number 1 and number 2. We will use here loop if else, right? First we have to do the condition if num1 is greater than num2, then print num1 is largest, else it will print, if that condition is true, it will print num1 is largest. If that condition is false, then it will print the else statement. Means if that condition is true, it will print then statement, and if the condition is false, it will print the else statement. Else print num2 is largest, and then we will write over if, right? That is the statement of the ending of the if statement, right? That is how we will use that problem. We will write that problem with the help of a pseudo code, and we have seen how we use the problem with the help of a flow chart, and how we use that problem with the help of a pseudo code.